my next question was regarding the human nature of greed, and the human heart need to want to be the best and have the best. How do you personally believe that we can shift that mindset to minimize the globe's impact on climate change and essentially change the heart of, human nature and want to have greed and be greedy?
No, we have to begin with observing the facts of life, and we have already made so many attempts at being the best and being at the highest place possible and achieving the best kinds of objects, and we have been attempting that since long, right? And today we are attempting that with more knowledge in our hands, more prosperity in our hands, mightier technical tools in our hands. We have been trying all that. Having tried all that, what have we achieved? Where do we stand? Is the common man more satisfied today? Are we? Yeah, we are living longer, definitely. Are we living deeper as well? And if we are not living deeper, is longer life not just a curse? How about being mentally unwell and continuing to live for 95 years? I don't think that sounds very attractive. But that's how we are living. So that's true. We are born desirous and we want all those things that you mentioned. Best places, best people, best positions, best rewards, best designations, best packages. We want all those things because there is something inside that refuses to be satisfied. What is it looking for? Is that not a question worth considering? If we sit down and very objectively, in a detached way, look at our condition, and we have a lot of data to process and rationally base our conclusions upon. We need not speculate about who we are and what are we doing. We have already done a lot, and all that data is available by way of experience and memories. So we look at all that, we process the data, and won't we see that the way we are proceeding is simply not taking us anywhere? The way is much the same as it was 10 centuries back. We are doing what our grand forefathers were doing, just in an amplified way. They didn't have so much resources at their disposal. We have a lot. So we are attempting the same thing in a much bigger way. They never got anything out of that. How will we get anything as if something has fundamentally changed? But yes, technical and material progress would happen. And material progress does have a value of its own. So, to the extent that can satisfy us, we'll do well. But beyond that, it's all zero. Zero. In fact, when you have a lot of material success and you are still empty within, I fear the situation is worse compared to that of the person who is even materially insufficient. Because the materially insufficient person at least has a false hope that the day he will get money, he will be satisfied. But once you have a lot of money, and we just said in this very conversation, I thought I read that the US now has some 22 million millionaires. And other countries are not to lag behind in a big way. Even India, when it comes to millionaires and billionaires, is trying to keep pace with the richest countries of the world, even as the average household income is almost stagnant, but the number of very rich people is exploding, even in India. Now, where is that taking us? Are we going somewhere? Are we reaching somewhere? Or do we just want to blindly believe that our faith in material prosperity will be rewarded? Has it been rewarded till now? The answer cannot be in binary. Material prosperity has helped, but where? In which dimension? We must carefully investigate. Yes, today we have fewer diseases. We don't die of polio. We don't die of being, killed by predators. People are not dying so much having been bitten by snakes or chased by lions. Those things are not happening, right? But are we okay the way we are? So, when you question that thing, then change descends on its own. Then there is a silence. Then the insane flow of energy towards blind destinations, that flow just tempers down a little. We do not remain very excited towards all those places we usually are. And in that mellowing down of excitement, we find a concentration of energy. Because that excitement is nothing but dissipation of our life energy at 40 useless places. When excitement and energy are withdrawn from those places because those places are seen as useless, then there is a concentration of energy. And that concentration then helps us overcome the real obstacles towards right living. That concentration then gives a meaning and power to life. And then you are not very insistent on making consumption the bedrock of your existence. Then there are other things. Then you find that there are subtler pleasures life has to offer. You don't necessarily have to have $1 million to burn on a yacht or in a shopping mall or at a jewelry shop or wherever. See, none of this that I'm saying is idealistic. It is not spiritual in the conventional sense. It is also not idealistic. I'm talking practical common sense. I'm talking of something that is very, very applicable. It can be executed. It must be executed. And it's not an idea. It's a blueprint for action.